All right, hello, Bethany and Amber. This is Professor Dahlberg, and I'm just going to give you a couple notes or a couple suggestions on for your final presentation. First of all, it's pretty cool how you, Amber, and Bethany have similar experience or very similar interest in women in cycling. I think that's pretty unique interest and skill, and it's pretty cool how you both ended up in the same group in this class. So that's pretty cool. You chose to do that on your social aspect of sport report. It's very appropriate. Also, I think you both have all the components you need in your presentation, well thought out um, with your experience and how the social aspects of sports connect. So all that is great. In the feedback section, you may have seen Cassandra give some examples of um, having the PowerPoint have talking points versus having everything written out. I'm going to show you just a quick suggestion. Again, these are suggestions, what I might encourage you to do. So I believe I just have one slide of Amber's pulled up, if you don't mind me just showing you what I mean here. So you've got everything written out, which is great, well thought out, good information. But for the purposes of a PowerPoint presentation, you don't necessarily want every single word you're going to say appearing on the slide. The items you should have are more bullet or talking points. So with that, I want to keep everything you said because that's what you're going to share. So what I'm going to do is copy that. And then down here, you'll see I can add notes. So I'm just going to paste what you've typed into that area. So that's a very narrow section, so I'm going to raise that up so you can see everything that you've typed up here now shows down here in your notes. So up here in your presentation, these should be more talking points. So your main points under media, I would say, is communication with your coaches and teammates. And you do that using online. And that's a resource for you. And so I'd say those are your main points there with that. So you can see it kind of cleans up the slide a little bit here. Maybe you just want to switch those around too. So when you're talking about media, you're talking about it's an online resource for training and racing information, communicates with your coaches and partners, and you have all that you're going to elaborate on here. For women in sport, again, you might use these as your talking points again. Lack of women participating in cycling was discouraging. Small number of participants. So basically, I mean, there might be something else you can pull out of there, but for example, that really cleans up the slide, and then you can use these talking points to elaborate on. So again, maybe think about how you can maybe clean up your slides, use those as talking points for the final presentation. And if you have any other questions, again, let me know. Again, this is more of a suggestion for you as you put your final touches on.